officially. My name is Janu, and this is my Shore Show. The Shore Show is your show where we take viewers like you, we bring them into the Shore House, we put them on the big red comfy couch, and we get to know them a little bit better. This week, my guests are two incredible content creators for this new Disney Speedstorm game. We were playing a little of it earlier. It's a phenomenal game, and these guys are on the cutting edge. Ties! What's up, Ties? How to see you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see everybody. Say hi to everybody. The gang's all here. So it's good to have you. Open mic night. Yes. That would be a great name.
Open guys, mic night. I like that.
I like that. So we have Scylent and Zuzu here today. They're content creators for Disney Speedstorm. It all started last week when I had off early on a Saturday. I got to sit and watch and enjoy Sir Dunktetall's Disney Speedstorm Spectacular. And believe me, I was touched. I was overwhelmed by this incredible community that surrounded itself around this game. I had to get to know these guys. I spent all week in their different streams getting to know them, and what an incredible community. What an incredible bunch of people. So I had to have some of them on today. I got lucky. Zuzu and Scylent agreed to be on the Shore Show. We're going to talk Disney Speedstorm. We're going to talk the community. We're going to talk streaming in the future. You guys are awesome. Can confirm Janu's the GOAT. Snot and Rot. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's get these interviews banging. Now you're talking.
Let's get started.
Welcome, guys.
So ready.
Say hi. Everybody's here for you.
I see Dunk there. I see Cedric. I recognize Bandy, Strongheart. I recognize the community. I see the community always showing love, you know?
Right. A great community. Too great. I'm ready for it.
Great thing
I see
about
Crusher. MOT. Oh, you got Hummel in here too. This is a big one. Johnny, for sure.
Strongheart! Look at that. That's how you get it going. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted subs in the channel. Cosmonaut gets one. Beastman gets one. Lo-Fi gets one. Bandy gets one. Ties gets one.
So much love. Thank you so much, Strongheart. Thank you so much. You are the best hype piece.
Yeah, I see you, Bandit. I see you.
Absolutely. Are we going to kick it off with a hype wave? That would be perfect. Strong making my hard-hitting question go away. But guys, it's so great to have you here.
Oh, no, of course.
We're going to start with the first question. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Ask again. I'm sorry, Hummel. Ask again. I wanted to talk to you about your gamer tag names. We talked earlier about gamer tag names and how much fun they are. Scylent, Zuzu. How did you become Scylent and Zuzu? Scylent, why don't you start it off?
So basically, this name is actually fairly new. It's basically once I started getting into content creation. Originally, I used to have another name. It was kind of like a childhood nickname, but it was always taken. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try content creation, and with that, I'm gonna rebrand my name. So I'm typically not a talkative person. I don't really talk, or I would say I'm more introverted, stuff like that. So the way I basically worded my name was a scythe, but also silent, because like the whole ninja aspect to it.
Yeah,
so that's
you
kind
got
of how
that great avatar there. That's amazing. The ninja mask.
Yeah, also that profile picture was custom made by a friend of mine, so that's why I like it.
Nice. Shout out your friend. Who made it for you?
I mean, his name is Omar, but he doesn't really.
Right.
He's not within the community.
Omar does great work.
Invite him.
Yes, he does.
And Zuzu, what catchy little Zuzu Speedstorm. I know the Speedstorm end of it, right? But tell me about Zuzu.
Yeah, so I mean, so my name does start with Zoo. I feel like people figure out at some point, but you know, no need to mention it now. But yeah, and so like when I was just younger, nobody called me Zuzu until like high school when I started like doing cross country, and I don't know, I was just on the come up. I was like, I used to be released like in the back of the pack, but then I ended up getting like first in the school, and everybody was just like, oh, Zuzu, you know. And so I don't know. After that, it just kind of stuck, and then I kind of got sick of the name Zuzu, and then this game came out, and I was like, you know, I might want a simple name. I feel like I was good at Mario Kart a little bit, so yeah, I
Okay.
just stuck with Zuzu in it, and it worked. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
They're all putting their guesses in there. We've got Zuck, we've got Zuckery, Zubastion, Zune. So now
Oh
they're
my
all trying
god,
to
that
guess.
is great. Oh, you're killing me. That is so great. Yes, give me your predictions. I want to hear that. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Thank you.
Zucchini.
Much love, Sir Dunk. Zucchini, that's it. Like, you got me. That's the secret. Oh, shoot. I don't know what to do now. Honestly, though. Much love, Vicky Dallas.
That's hilarious. They're
Oh,
all just
great.
raining down with the Zuzu guesses. No, that's
Yeah.
fun. And you guys had talked about, games that you played in the past. I tell everybody I know, I was a Nintendo kid growing up. I got a little bit into PC gaming in college. But then I went over to mobile game. I was never really a console guy. Just recently, I've gotten back into PC gaming again. And it's like a breath of fresh air, believe me. But Zuzu, why don't you start it off? Tell me about what games meant a lot to you and what consoles did you play growing up?
Oh my gosh. Are you sure you want to start with me? I got a lot on that one.
Good.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I want to hear.
yeah, so let's see. I mean, when I was younger, because I'm like my age is 24, right? So when I was like, I didn't start until I was about 5, I guess. And so like I don't remember too much about that. I just remember playing like a little like Game Boy Color a little bit, but I still don't remember it too much. But then it was like huge when I got a Game Boy Advance. Was on that all day. Pokemon. Highlight
Yeah.
of my life was catching a Regirock with the Pokeball. If you know, you know. Then came the PS2. Played all sorts of games. The Xbox 360. And then it never was PS3, PS4. Once PS4 came out, that's when I kind of got into like speedrunning a little bit. And so like I would just look up all sorts of different games and just try to knock them out. So like I remember there was one year where I had actually knocked out like 100 games, and it was just cool because I know like I can talk about these things now. Like if somebody wants to talk about it just randomly, like because I feel like oftentimes people don't feel like they can relate when talking about video games, because people are like oh video games, like they have that.
Right.
But it's like free time is free time, so yeah, it's cool to find somebody and then to see the shock in their face when they're like, what, you played this too,
Right, you
Yeah,
make that connection. And like I said,
Right,
you all
right.
played the same ones. Ooh, reinforcements. I got goodies. Ooh, look at this. My lovely wife bringing in the goodies. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, but I'll definitely say one of my favorite games is Cuphead. I am looking forward to probably streaming that sometime soon. Yeah,
Wow.
Cuphead is such a good one. The soundtrack and everything is so fun. It's great. It's a great game.
Yeah,
I still
definitely
gotta check
stream
that out.
that. Definitely
not
stream
ex-
that. I've seen a bunch of people stream it. It's
Yeah.
a good time. It's a
Will
party.
do. Will do. What about you, Silent? How about you kick it off for us?
So for me, I mean, as early as I believe I can remember is I started gaming around like 3 years old, which was on the Sega Genesis, and also the Atari. Yeah, like I started
At
gaming
3.
really, really young, and then after that I went to the Nintendo 64, played a lot of that. Then I
That
went
was my
to
favorite.
the
Nintendo
Dreamcast.
64?
Oh yeah, Nintendo 64 was probably my favorite, for sure. Genesis was my first too. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people was either Genesis or the Nintendo. But after that, I skipped basically almost all the consoles up until PS2. Then I got a PS3, PS4, and then after that, I basically became a PC gamer for the rest.
So you weren't a GameCube guy.
No. I mean, I've played on a GameCube, but I've never actually owned one before.
Right. That's when I left. Like, Nintendo 64 was such a hit, right? And the catalog, the library of games that Nintendo 64 had, so many of them are so much fun. You can still go back and play them today. But
Oh yeah.
the drop off then to the GameCube sent me right to the Xbox. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, see you, Nintendo. But you went PlayStation.
Yep, exactly. I went straight from like a really old console, basically Nintendo 64, then a Dreamcast, and then from there just to the modern consoles. So I had like a
Nice.
huge break. But I think still to this day, I think Nintendo 64, like the retro games, are still kind of like that top tier entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Like if
that's
you've ever
definitely-
played Diddy Kong Racing or Donkey Kong 64, stuff like that, like you'll know it's just a different feeling.
Nah, I wasn't privileged enough for that, man. That's lucky. Oh man, to try out that. Yeah, I will say. I should say that I did get to play GameCube often because I had like a neighbor that had it early, so then we got it. And then because I have like an older brother who's like much older than me, much older. Uh, and then later on I got the Wii.
Oh, you
Very
did? You had a
early.
Wii?
Yeah, I got it very early when I was like 8 years old, and so I was on Mario Kart a lot. I never played Crash Team or CTR, the other racing game, Crash Team Racing. But I did play a lot of Mario Kart, like a lot. And I used to enjoy watching all sorts of speedruns, and so that's also where I, you know, started thinking a little creatively with this game.
See, they're talking
Yeah,
about it. Bandit says GameCube was his first console, but Dunk was a Sega Master System guy. You know, we got Mary in there repping for Atari in there, but oh yeah, Sonic games. Sonic games were super fun. I remember my brother had a Wii, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want anything to do with it. And then I found out you play Super Smash Brothers on it, and then I was like, okay, I'll play it now.
Yeah, no, Super Smash Brothers was nice.
banger.
Mm-hmm.
My first one
Nintendo
was Super
DS,
Smash
Cedric.
64.
Super Smash
Nintendo
64.
DS. Oh, I actually forgot about those. I didn't think about those. I had a freaking the original Nintendo, and then the DS, the DS Lite, the 3DS. Like all, I had all like almost all the handheld.
So you guys have been gaming all your life.
Yeah, basically.
For the most part,
I've
yeah.
been gaming.
I'd say so.
Oh, now we're at Disney Speedstorm. Let me know, guys, because like I said, me and Dunk and Strong and everybody, we all started playing around a Disney game. So now you guys, the community forming together about a Disney game again. We talk, it's like deja vu all over again. But we have to establish first your Disney cred. Okay? So, Scylent, let's start with you. How much of a Disney fan are you?
Honestly, I mean, I grew up watching a lot of Disney, but I wouldn't say like I'm like a super fan or anything like that. I do enjoy like stuff like Tarzan, Lion King, Toy Story. Like the kind of like the popular ones, Monsters Inc., just things like that. The more typical ones that you can think of is kind of like what I like.
Great soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing with Disney for me is the reason why I play Speedstorm is mostly because it's Carter. It wasn't really the Disney thing that pulled me in. It was the fact that it looked like an alternative for Mario Kart to me, and I tried it out, and it was better than Mario Kart in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's where I came up. I came from Mario Kart 2, so yeah, it was a no-brainer. I almost got another question here. Question for Zuzu. Does he know we originally thought he was a bot company with multiple people logging in at different times? I believe it because Zuzu's always on.
I used to think that too. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I kind of just grew up like not like I grew up just being a big night owl, just because of like kind of like house issues. So I kind of just wanted to be like to myself, and that's also kind of like where the gaming came from. I would kind of just game during the daytime. And my parents would be like, "Oh, like why are you gaming all the time?" But I'd be like, "I'm getting all my work done." And so I would just, be studying in the night, all to myself. And so, just slowly throughout time, I just got really used to just, well, it's like polyphasic sleep. So it's like 2 routines of smaller portions just to keep you going, kind of. It's like instead of 8, you could go like 3 and 3, or, all sorts of examples like that. So yeah, sometimes I will fall asleep mid-race, and I will be in that race just staring at a wall for a good 10 minutes until my game disconnects. So perfect. And
That's
absolutely
hilarious. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people said that. It looks like a lot of people thought that. That's funny.
That was literally my first guess. I was like, this guy has so many hours, there's no possible way this guy is a human. Like, I thought it was multiple people on account, or he was like botting or something. I was like, there's no way. And then when I found out he was actually putting in the time, I was like, this guy's a legend.
Absolutely
Ridiculous.
We gotta get him on the ShoreShow.
Yeah, I knew that people were gonna make that assumption, and so like I was kind of ready for it. I just didn't want like it to get like too out of hand. It did like for like some parts, but still like nothing too crazy. It was manageable. It was fine.
Now,
I was like,
yeah. Speaking of Zuzu, we talked to Silent a little bit about it. Zuzu, tell me, are you a Disney fan?
So here's the thing, like I have a similar answer. to Silent, but like, cause like yeah, I've seen all the big ones, but I imagine myself being able to catch up extremely quickly in the scenario that I just download a Disney Plus app, so if anybody
There you
wants
go.
to
You
start
get the Disney Plus app. You only need
The
2 hours
Forge-
of sleep at a time. You can burn through the whole library in like a month.
absolutely, easy. Yeah, and so like
I believe it.
I'm looking forward to like catching up to all the collection movies and stuff. Like I definitely have that in mind. Yeah, and like so like especially like with me starting out with Belle, I was actually most familiar with Beauty and the Beast. Especially I used to love the album a little bit.
Right.
Not too chummy, but I like Ariana Grande. She had a song in there, so John Legend's pretty cool too. Big
Fair.
huge music pick for sure. And so yeah, Mickey's the face of Disney. You gotta love that. So yeah,
But we would do that when me and Duncan Strong and them, when we were playing Sorcerer's Arena, they would come out with a new character. They would come out with a new character, and the characters from Alice in Wonderland. And then the next morning, we'd all have to watch Alice in Wonderland so we could figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah, no. Alice in Wonderland is it's all over. Just a good one. It really is. I don't know if anybody's played Kingdom Hearts, but I mean, every time I think about Alice in Wonderland, I think about that, and it's just great. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a show on Netflix called Alice in Borderland, and that is like it's just a really cool, like how they kind of allude to it, or like they kind of refer to Alice in Borderland in some ways with like the cards and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So
Alice in Borderland. Yeah, but Kingdom
Cedric
Hearts.
has a
Kingdom
question.
Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts hype. Yeah, let's go, people. That's what's up. Telling you,
Cedric actually asked a question. What's your guys' favorite Disney movie and franchise?
Yeah, if you guys could highlight it, that actually helps a lot. If you guys have a question, that's
For me, it would probably be. Honestly, my favorite movie would probably be Toy Story.
Nice.
Franchise. Maybe The Lion King.
Lion
Like
King's
overall, I think I would say
King's
Lion
a good
King.
one.
favorite movie. That's a tough one. I always struggle on favorite movie. I don't know what it is with me. I feel like some
Pirates
people
of the
can-
Caribbean. Let's Go Crusher. That's a great answer.
Is Spirited Away? No, I'm not sure if I'd count that my favorite. It's a decent movie. I don't know. I feel like I'll get back to you on the favorite one. I feel like you could give me a few minutes and I'll.
Because Dunk wants to know
Wally-
live action versus original animation. Which do you prefer, the live action ones or the animated ones?
I prefer animated. I feel like it gives
Animated,
life
100%.
to creativity and personification. Just gets people grinding their thoughts. But yeah, I would say Wally. Wally's probably my favorite movie. I
Wally's
really,
a good one.
Oh, Wally. Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay,
just
I wasn't
really
expecting that one.
There
in
you
depth
go.
as well. Back like in like.
I know
behind the
Cedric
scenes.
likes Robin Hood. I've heard him say that before.
Interesting, absolutely fascinating. Yeah.
Bandit
Oh,
likes
I-
Nightmare Before Christmas. Lo-Fi's got a list. She's like, I can't
Oh.
name just one. We're going to have... So next Lo-Fi stream, we're going to tier list. Lo-Fi's top 10. That's going to be the stream. Robot
Oh,
Fire
how-
Extinguisher, please.
You guys
Tier
know
list
the
when?
how?
See? Strong's on it.
Oh,
Dunk
Aladdin.
with the Aladdin.
Aladdin,
Dunk
absolutely.
loves Aladdin. Dunk loves Aladdin.
Yes,
I know
Beauty-
he's always talking about Aladdin. He loves it.
Yeah, I just now see my cat profile picture. He just.
There he
chose-
is, and that's your cat.
Yeah, well, that's one of them. Yeah, I've got plenty.
Do
There's
you have a lot of cats? Let's talk about that. Let's unpack it a little
Sure.
bit, Suzu. How many cats do
love
you have?
to. So I've got 3 indoor, 2 outdoor, 4 raccoons outdoor because it's one mother, and she has 3 little babies and they're really cute. I'll talk about them in a second. And then there's 2 little possums outdoor, that like I'm not sure. I think they're siblings. And then the 12th animal, because I keep it like as a dozen in my head. The 12th is either like because I feed the birds, but also like there's often just a random cat that comes by, So I also have like names for them. But yeah, so yeah, the 3 little rascals, they're a handful, and then throughout the nighttime I've got plenty to handle with all the outdoors because that's when they
Yeah,
come
they're
by.
all in on the trash pandas. Chat loves the raccoons.
Yeah, yeah. No, shout out to a raccoonatic. I'm not sure.
I've
there's
never
no
seen a
chance people
raccoon.
watching. Oh no, they're
Never
really
once seen a
cute
raccoon in my
creatures.
life.
They're really funny creatures, but yeah.
Bleach! Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Leech. Making those waves.
yeah,
Subscribing
absolutely.
for 3
Hey guys,
months.
hit us with the splash real quick. Let's get a splash hype train going real
Get
quick.
a splash train going.
Drop them 69s real quick.
Right?
But yeah, so it's really cute. Especially the raccoon, because like her little 3 babies, like 2 of them are really rowdy. One of them's like really aggressive, right? And then the last one just like chills in the back and waits for the mother to like come by and get food. Like the mother has to go back and approve for the third one to come by and get food. So it's really cute. They'll all just be like roaming around, and I'm like, yo, can you guys chill? Like making a lot of noise, like trying to sleep. Oh yeah, and they don't let me, like for example, in the case that I do sleep in the nighttime, I'll wake up to like the food bowl being empty, and then like the next day I'll actually see like one of them be like really skinny. Well, not like really skinny, but a little bit. I'll notice it, and like that guilt also just keeps me a little bit awake. So there's that. But we got more questions. Looking forward.
So Scylent, I want to know, do you have any trash pandas that you keep as pets? You got any
No,
squirrels
sir.
or
No, I do
wild
not.
animals? Or are
I
you
had
just
a
like
dog, but I
guy?
recently just lost him. So
Much love,
Oh.
man.
yeah,
Much love. I relate to like that, the passion of loving them so much. So like much love,
oh
dude.
yeah,
Sending
it was a
sending
tough loss for sure.
all the
It
love.
was a
Yeah.
tough loss.
No, man.
That's hard,
They're
but
chilling. They're chilling in the best dog park, bro. They're chilling.
Oh
Absolutely,
yeah,
man.
for sure, for
Much
sure.
love, man.
but
He's
you're a
up there in
dog
doggy
guy,
heaven
right?
now.
You don't go in for these exotic pets like tarantulas or snakes or anything.
Nah,
No, definitely just like a dog guy.
those people are crazy, man. That's just wild. But I mean, I do like spiders though. They're pretty cool. Like, I mean, I think they're like such a fascinating creature. Like, just the design. I don't know. It's weird. I'm pretty
Little
into it.
terrarium.
Yeah.
But these two are so hood. I know, I love it. The Knot's here. Ahoy, the Knot. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Can confirm, people with exotic pets can be insane. Oh, and Bandit lost a fish. What was your fish's name, Bandit? Type it in the chat. A squirrel pet? Nice. See, everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. So what about sports? You guys play sports growing up?
Me, I played a little bit of basically baseball for a bit. Played a little bit of soccer. Tried a little bit of track, and for the most part, it was just street basketball.
Nice. I could see you as a baseball guy, though, Scylent. I could see that.
I was about to say that. I was about to say the exact same thing. That's funny.
And Zuzu, you said you did cross country?
Yeah. So I grew up just like testing out all sorts of different sports. Like hooped around a little bit. I had like a little small little lacrosse phase for like maybe 6 months in middle school. But yeah, it was cross country and track that like really hit me. So I mean, I really improved. Like for example, my 2 mile time was like 7:30 per mile, but then I dropped it down to 4:25 by the end of my career.
Nice.
Then unfortunately, I got an injury. Cause like that's like part of like the reasons I want to prove myself. Like one of them was like I'd gotten an injury right before college, and like I was really looking forward to like a really good college career because I was just maddening the way I wanted the way I trained with it. Yeah, like 90-mile weeks. Oh man, they were lovely though. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
You can never do anything halfway, Zuzu. Zuzu's got to go all in.
A little bit. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from.
The man is just dedicated. He's dedicated for sure.
Appreciate it, guy.
I hear it.
WG, it might just be the 420 guy. That might be it, bro.
That's right. Crusher's on top
Thank
of
you,
it.
Bandit.
He's
Thank
like, you
you.
forced my hand. It's time for a smoke break. But yeah, guys, and then Disney Speedstorm came along. Now, how did you guys find out? Scylent, let's start with you. How did you find out about Disney Speedstorm?
Actually, the guy that my friend that made my profile pic is the one that actually found out about the game. It was right after the beta ended, which was disappointing because I actually wanted to try the beta. And then so I waited like I don't know, it was like 7 or 8 months or something like that for it to come out. Yeah, it was a long time, long wait. So I was basically just waiting for it eagerly. Then when I finally got on the game, I basically got addicted, and now we're here.
And now we're here.
Just grinding hours and hours in the game.
Oh, all in good fun. How about you, Zuzu? How'd you find out about the game?
Yeah, so it's funny because because I'm a huge DC fan, right? Like I mean, I'm cool with Marvel. I'll explore a little if Marvel hops into the game. But yeah, so I was huge on multiverses a little bit. You know, I was just enjoying Harley Quinn and stuff. But yeah, I saw the game was on the decline, so I was like, okay, um, I'll look around a little bit. So I saw, Speedstorm. Wasn't expecting anything big because of, multiverse is disappointing a little bit. But yeah, and then was waiting for closed beta to finish because I don't have a PC. I honestly thought that Maxi and all of them were part of closed beta. No, Maxi and Scylent are, fresh off of regular as soon as the game came out on all over. So that's what's maddening to me. I'm surprised. That is crazy. But yeah, so then just started grinding it out in the beginning. I was just enjoying the game. And then I remember because like first day I didn't play any multiplayer, right? I played a single player because I just wanted to enjoy it. And the second day when I played regulated, and then I noticed the guy in first. I was like, how do they only have 27,000 points? Like, this is not that much. Like, this is such a big opportunity. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for it, right? So I'm starting to catch up, and I'm like, okay, he's getting online, so I should probably chill so he doesn't see like I'm just like my rate of going up. And then I wait, get my rest. They're at 42k, and then the guy realizes that I'm catching up, and he's just gung hoing for like 20k. But then he gives up. But then the next week, there's this guy named Cernia. Oh, another a bell main, just bonkers, right? This guy went 14 hours straight. 14 hours nonstop.
It's a long session.
Like I didn't even know when he went to bio 1, like I don't understand it. And yeah, somehow I outdid it and broke him, and then he stopped. And then after that week never saw him. But he trained me beyond measure. He trained me beyond measure. You're out there, Cernia, shout out. After that, it's been Maxi and Scylent have been the best trainers, the masters, the absolute masters of the game.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for hanging out.
I wouldn't consider myself a master. Maxi's definitely the master
glad
of the
to see
game.
Maxi around. Yeah, I'm glad to see he's here.
Well, what's great is like I said, not only did you guys get a hold of this game, but it was like you all kind of like found out who each other was. Tell me now. You told me how you found the game. Tell me how you found the community. Like I said, was it on Discord? Was it on Reddit? Was it on Twitch? How did you guys start forming these friendships?
For me, I would say the first person I actually started talking to that still plays the game was Bandit. Actually, this was actually before the game started, actually released on early access, and I was playing with him probably for about a week or two before he actually stopped playing the game. And then after that week of early access, that's when I met Maxi, and then I've just been talking to Maxi ever since. And then I basically met Ties, Quinty. Basically, I met everyone through streaming for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. Look, Mo's here. How you doing, Mo? Thanks you so much. Welcome to the Shore House. Good to see you. We got Scylent and Zuzu here talking about Disney Speedstorm. Poor Maxi. Maxi always gets it. But how about you, Zuzu? How did you meet? What was your introduction to the community around Disney Speedstorm? How did you become friends with all these people?
Yeah, no, that's a funny one for me. Oh man. Yeah, so pretty much okay. So my favorite artist, he's Tame Impala, and he's pretty much all his albums are centered around this idea of lonerism, and that made a huge impact on me, right? So I've been a lonerism kind of guy, like just enjoying myself, even though like I grew up very extroverted. I felt like learning my introverted side could create some like unique mind, but being a loner helps me manage the cats. But anyways, so I wasn't expecting to meet any friends. But honestly, I had just this extremely fond respect for Maxi after I raced him. Like I was like, I don't know, just when you queue into the lobby and you see Maxi 3441 and you see the Mulan, it was just such a weird kind of like excitement, but also intimidation. It was great. I loved it. I loved it. And so like when we would queue up, usually on the reset, he would only be on for like an hour or two doing the reset. So I was like, okay, I gotta bring up my game. I would start off very shaky though, because that's just what happened. I don't know, like my first games are usually like very weird, but then I get into the hang of it. So I was hoping he'd catch on that I'm not terrible. I'm like, okay, maybe he'll notice I just got nervous. But yeah, no. So then throughout time, I was like, dude, like I just really want to contact this dude. Like he's crazy, So I just waited till my birthday, and I think he's comfortable. Like we're comfy enough where I could probably mention this. So yeah, I waited till my birthday to contact him, so he couldn't, bug at me because before that, I then decided to, you know, lurk around. Let's say that, and see what's happening
Hey,
in the
Dragon's
Discord.
Bane. Welcome in, welcome in. My name's
Of course.
Johnu. Welcome to my shore house. We got Scylent and
Well,
Zuzu here talking about Disney Speedstorm.
but yeah, I decided to lurk around a little bit in the Discord. I was hearing a little bit of chit chat about Zuzu, and I was like, dang, like Maxie, I don't want you to have the wrong image, So then, texted him on the birthday, and throughout time, marinated well, pretty solid, uh, friendship, I guess. Pretty cool dude, yeah. But
Yeah, and that's amazing because, like I said, I see all these people. Look at them; they're 40 strong in the chat, guys. People like Mo, Ties, everybody always met. Every story I hear about you guys' friendships, Maxie's name's always brought up. It was like, "Hey, Silent, how'd you join
legendary.
Speedstorm?" Well, I became friends with Maxie. Zuzu, well, I wanted to be friends with Maxie, so I was stalking him every time and it was like, Maxie's such a nice guy. I agree, Maxie's fantastic.
He
But
really
like I
is.
said, the friendships that formed around this stuff. Like I said, I remember when me and Doug started playing, we would go in the general Discord. We would see the names over and over again. And then there was a YouTube live stream. And from the YouTube live stream, you realized that you could talk to these people. You know what I mean? And you could be friends with these people. And now, like, a lot of you guys are streaming. A lot of you guys are streaming. How did you guys decide to make that jump? Have you ever done any live streaming before or any video game content on YouTube or anything? Or was Disney Speedstorm the impetus to get you started in this world?
Actually, for me, I originally started streaming Fortnite like 4 years ago. Tried it for like a month or two, I believe.
Okay.
Didn't like it, stopped streaming. Then, like 2 years later, within that 4 year gap, it was probably I tried to go back to Fortnite again, but on a different website. Because the first time it was Twitch, and then I went to YouTube. Got a bunch of copyright strikes because I didn't know what I was doing. I guess from all the music I was playing, and so they basically banned my channel. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Stopped
all been
again for
there.
like a few months, and then I went to another channel called Live Me, and that it kind of took off a little bit, but the way the streaming thing worked, it was more like clout chasing. So I was like, I didn't like the style of it. So I just stopped streaming. Then once, like a week into Disney Speedstorm, I was like, oh, I'm actually pretty decent at this game. Maybe I could try streaming it, and people will be, tuned in to, watch good gameplay. So tried that, and people started watching.
There you go. And a star was born. What about you, Zuzu? Had you done any streaming prior to Disney Speedstorm?
No, not exactly, but I was like always open to the idea. Like, cause like, yeah, like I said, I'm kind of a
Luis,
always
with
wanted-
the 11 months. Thank you so much for the sub. Good to see you, Luis. How are you tonight?
Yeah, very good to see you.
Yeah, we're talking a little Disney Speedstorm with Zuzu and Silent.
But yeah, I just I didn't stream before, but like I was always open to the idea of YouTube.
Okay.
It's like I'm in with like a few dreams, but I'm willing to take it, all one step at a time. And so yeah, definitely I thought a lot about YouTube, and I just kind of like wanted something that could maybe kick it off. And so yeah, then this came by. I definitely experienced a lot of frustration with multiverses. Like, I mean, I was like, I didn't expect too much out of it, but I was like, dang, like I still feel like I'm trying, And so yeah. So then this came by, and it was a nifty surprise. I wasn't expecting it to work out. I was like, I'll just make my name simple just cause. But I mean, it's not a big thing. Like first day I went single player, and I still think about that. I'm like, man, what if I went ranked? But yeah. Then the streaming slowly came back, because like when I realized I had an opportunity in my hands, I was like, okay, first I gotta like just make sure I have like a decent, I guess, for lack of better terms, a political stance in the community. And so when it started coming by, that's when I was like, okay, I should be able to be good now, and actually be able to give my own personal stance. And so yeah, started streaming. It's been kicking off. If anybody wants to follow, please do.
Absolutely, both these guys, fantastic streamers.
Yeah, no.
Doing a great job, and yeah, that's what's wild. Is like I noticed right away because I was over in Dunks Saturday, and then I jumped on, and it's like a party all day long. It's like I get up in the morning and there's people from the community streaming, and then everybody just jumps from everybody else's streams, and you see the same names over and over again.
No, of course, of course. I will say, one interesting thing is, because like, see, like I wanted to, like, or like I said, I was open to it. I was very open to, trying for streaming, as a step to, open the name. But the very fascinating thing was when I heard like a few days ago that like Maxi actually plays for fun. Like he's actually that good for fun. Like it took Scylent to convince him to stream. Like I feel like the public should know that. It's crazy that he didn't do this like, oh, like as a Queen's Gambit kind of thing. It was a
Right.
no, I'm actually just chilling, racing, having fun, just somehow.
I
Bonkers.
know, and Maxi he's one of the
Mad
most
respect.
unassuming person you'll ever meet. He's
Oh.
never going to put on airs. He's never going to act like he's hot stuff or anything. He's always humble, and he's always kind, and he's always welcoming.
Kidding.
And that's what makes it. Ask Scylent why he's shadow dropping sad girls in boomerang profile pictures. That's what it is. Hummel has seen a dual version in your profile pic here, in your avatar, and he's trying to sell everybody on it. I think we need like a picture, like if he could overlay on top of it, so we could all get a picture. But he's all excited. This needs to be settled.
I think Homo just might have taken one too many bonkers or something. Something's going on there for sure.
Can you do that? Can you take too many?
I mean, according to Hummel, probably.
Probably.
These guys.
But that's great.
Crusher said I've tried.
But it's great. It's so much fun. And like I said, you've got the Discord. Now you guys have all have your own streams. You're all jumping into each other's streams, going back and forth, building this community back around. And then something amazing happened. Something amazing happened that was kind of like a lightning rod that all brought the whole community together. Like I said, I got to experience it in its fullness for the first time last week. Tell me what it was like when you guys found out about Sir Dunk the Tall's Disney Speedstorm Spectacular Tournament.
Oh my god. Speaking of the SSS, honestly,
Mhm.
I say this in my stream all the time. I literally preach it. If it wasn't for Dunk, I feel like the Disney Twitch community would have died off. Actually would have died off. Everybody was already getting ready to quit the game because ranked was in a bad state, and a lot of the streamers were ranked players for the most part. And after basically after the first Dunk tourney, or no, it wasn't the first one. It was the third one, I believe. After the third Dunk tourney, some stuff happened, and he had to stop for a bit. But after that, people were literally, DMing me. Oh, I'm probably gonna quit the game. I was already debating quitting the game. There was a lot of stuff going on.
It was a bad time. Right? It was a bad time. There was a lot of sadness.
But he bring it back a couple weeks later, and it literally brought everybody back together. All the toxicity on the community was just evaporated. Everybody was just loving it again. Everything was just good.
Yeah, it was
Dunk
great.
is literally the savior of this community. Actually,
That's true. That is true, though.
But all the love, all the love. Zuzu, tell me about when you found out about the tournament, because I know you must have been dying to get involved. This sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yeah, a little bit, honestly. So, the thing is, when I was grinding that hard, I was thinking, I was okay, I do want to participate in competitive, and it might not even make the people happy, but I do want to try a little bit. This is still training all throughout the day, regardless of any numbers. But so then week 3 comes by, I didn't hear about anything. In the 4th week, I hear about it, and I was like, what? An actual player is hosting live tournaments. I thought that was so awesome, mostly because if you watch any streams, it can get kind of after a while it can get repetitive, but to have that weekly refresh of that tournament of just complete differentness, it's great, it's not just oh, we queue into another ranked match or another regulated match. It's actually oh, we got this super hype private lobby, and we got sudden death matches, and we got people hyping in the chat. It's just it's crazy. We got the corn. It's great. Right, we got the corn.
It's all good vibes in the SSS. Yeah. It's all good vibes.
It's definitely nerve-wracking to see all the people racing and wrecking early on, and then finally I hopped in, and I was very nervous beforehand. But I'm very happy with my performance. I'll go with that. Yeah, absolutely.
I did drunk dunk. There you go.
Black coffee, I say double, skip and speed it, skiddly but doody, how am I to get home? Black coffee,
Right.
I'm so dizzy, black coffee,
Hey, Mo, shout out to Mo for the follow.
help me so I can get home.
Hey, Johnny, good luck.
What's up, itty bitty witty? Great to see you. How you doing? What's new? Are you looking forward to the weekend? I am. I'm looking forward to this long weekend. But we did. We even brought back the corn. We brought back the corn. If you go down in the sound alerts, we brought it back for tonight. We had to. It's become such a meme in the community. Already your weekend. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. But yeah, and that's what I saw. Not only did I see everybody getting together for the tournament every weekend, but then everybody getting ready, everybody getting excited, talking about it in their streams. Now, the wheel comes out, right? The wheel comes out and you know what the terms of the tournament is, and then everybody rushes back to their games and their streams and they start playing because they want to get up their, you know, this character to the next character. And even like after the tournament, like everybody talking about it. It really is a magnet for the community. It's a place where everybody can get together, they can enjoy each other, and they can just race. That's what it's all about.
Of course.
Oh yeah. That's literally the highlight of my week is dunk tournaments for sure.
It's a pretty big highlight. Yeah, definitely. Like
It's a huge motivator to keep playing Speedstorm and keep stay on top of the skill curve, stuff like that.
Open mic night. We've named it. Open
right.
mic night. We were talking about that, Dunk. We need to name it.
Absolutely. That's nice. I like that. Open mic night. That's perfect. That's gonna be
But
nice.
yeah, happy birthday, Itty Bitty Witty's daughter. That's awesome. So
Happy
I work
birthday.
on Wednesday. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Y'all show the love for that birthday.
Yeah.
No.
And then Duff82. Great community, but I see some complain about noobs pick defenders and meta riders. Of course, you pick the best when you're new. Not all have played the game since April. I know. Mike, because it's only Mike's this week, right? And Mike was such a controversial character because when it came out, it was like it seemed like Mike was way better than all the other racers. And then everybody wanted Mike, and then it became not cool to use Mike because it was almost like you had an advantage. There you go, Leeds. I wouldn't be playing Speedstorm
definitely
as
had an
much if it wasn't for
advantage.
Dunk. Oh, Luis wants to know what your guys' favorite racers are. Let's start with Scylent. What's your favorite racer, Scylent?
All right, so when the game first came out, it was Jack Sparrow, hands down. He's still my favorite racer, but now I have two favorite racers. Now it's Jack Sparrow and Bo Peep. Those are my two favorites. And I would say
Nice.
my third is Sully.
Sully's fun.
Yeah, Sully is definitely fun.
What about you, Zuzu? Who are you using now? What's your main?
Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying before, Bell was someone I thought about for like a while. Especially when I heard about the game, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna hop on Bell. But yeah, as I was learning some cool things, I was like, okay, I don't think Bell can do all some of this stuff. So I was just thinking around, and I was like, okay, I am, who's not familiar with Meg, especially her being in Kingdom Hearts and stuff, So I was like, okay, I can work with Meg. But it was actually before Meg. That I'd say like my other favorite Disney would be Mickey. Like definitely enjoy Mickey a lot. But yeah, I'd say favorite character for fun, like actual gameplay would be Meg. But favorite
Meg.
character like for Disney would be Belle. Yeah, we'll go with that. But
I
shout out
could
to
see
Mickey.
Zuzu with a little trickster in him. I see that. I see that.
Just a tad bit. No, nothing crazy. I'm flattered.
That's great.
Appreciate you.
Sora for Speedstorm. Let's hear it. Kingdom Hearts.
Sora for Speedstorm would be huge, guys. If y'all can actually shout that to because like I'm okay with any sort of Disney character. Like I said, like I can keep up with whoever it is. But I think Sora would be huge for marketing. Super Smash Bros. Got so much money after they added Sora in them.
Oh
So,
yeah,
you
that
know.
was like perfect.
Are the
Bringing him
people
in Super Smash.
Don't hate me for this, but I have no clue who Sora is.
main
Kingdom
character?
Hearts.
Pink.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Okay.
You got homework. He
he didn't have
Oh
a
yeah,
PS3.
I definitely need to catch up on the
He
Disney
wasn't-
knowledge for sure.
But yeah, Duff was talking about Goofy. Loves to use Goofy. That's what it's great. It's gotten to the point it's gotten to the point where you can kind of like pick your character. You know what I mean? Chloe
course, yeah.
imagines with the big raid. Thank you so much,
No,
Chloe.
There's a massive
Shout
raid.
out to Chloe. I
Shout out.
appreciate you.
Much love, Chloe. Much love. I hope we can entertain. Absolutely. Feel free to ask us any questions. Anything you got in mind.
Absolutely,
Highlights,
guys. We're
please.
here at the
Yeah.
Shore Show with two hot young content creators from Disney Speedstorm. We're talking about the game and the community. So if you guys have any questions for Scylent and Zuzu, shout them out in chat. In the meantime, I'm going to get this shout out up for Chloe.
Cedric, chill. I answer too quickly sometimes, bro. Chill. Bro. Such a
Guys,
pleasure to
give
meet you.
us-
Absolutely.
Give a follow to Chloe. She's amazing.
Yeah. Everybody, yes. Do give a follow to Chloe. You know, thank you so much for the raid. That is so cool. And
Pleasure to meet you as well, Chloe.
There we go. We got a sub in there. Thank you so much,
Destiny,
Chloe
CB,
Imagines,
Destiny.
for making those waves. Now you can enjoy the waves
Sure.
yourself in addition to Mom Juice and Pump It Up. All the fun Shore House emotes in there. Zuzu, what's your address? Where do you... You don't have to give your address, but where do you guys live generally? Because what I noticed about the Speedstorm community is very international. You have people from all over the world. So tell me, where generally where you guys live?
For me, I'm currently in Arizona. Used to be in Cali, then I moved to Indiana for a bit, and now I'm in Arizona.
Nice, nice.
Basically born and raised in California.
Okay, so we got a California boy. He likes baseball. He likes puppies, right? This is Scylent. How about you, Zuzu?
Right.
Where are you coming from?
And so yeah, I'm North America East Coast, and so like
Nice.
Scylent's West Coast. I think it's a whole like 3-hour difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty close to like Sir Dunk lives in Georgia, and I'm pretty nearby. We'll go with that.
Absolutely.
Very yeah. So who knows? Could be some collabs. I've heard of a lot of streamers in Georgia. You know, it's kind of crazy.
I know. We're
Very
trying
unique.
to put together a meetup. We went to the Phillies game with Dark Spark and Dr. Whitecat. So
Really?
we're trying to get together. Yeah, we all went to a Phillies game together. It was fantastic.
That's
We're
right,
trying
yeah.
to get together a Braves game where we could get a Braves game. We could get Dunk to come. We could get all our Georgia Street, D Cruz over there, Grant's over there, Dr. Hunter's over there. We could get a big group. We could all go
Yeah.
over to a Braves game.
Some pumpkin pie. I really do. I need to have some pumpkin pie. I still have not tried. I still.
Wait,
have
you've
not.
never had pumpkin pie before?
No, I have not. I feel like now I'm admitting to a crime. Oh my.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa,
Right.
What's going on with that?
We got to get
No,
you some
again.
pumpkin pie.
Yeah, he needs some
Okay.
pumpkin pie.
Boy,
Have you
imagine.
at least had apple pie?
I have had apple pie. Apple pie is
Okay,
great.
okay.
I think I've had sweet potato pie before.
Southerner's card revoked.
You're... so that honestly though, I feel bad now. Sure. Question for Zeus.
We got to watch. This is our homework, guys. We got to watch
You know-
Kingdom Hearts. We got to eat pumpkin pie. We got a list going here.
You
We
know,
got
humble.
homework after this short show.
I feel like that happens to everybody. Humble. You know, everybody thinks of fleeing the country and just leaving it all behind. You know, they're just like, I'm done. Done with America.
But where are you going to
Match
go?
You're lucky. You're in Europe. Ties, all you guys are lucky.
Okay,
No,
this is a fun question. This is a fun question, Low Pie Scott. And I want everybody in the chat to answer this too. If you could pick one
Oh.
Disney character to bring into Disney Speedstorm, if you could pick one, who would you like to see?
Dang,
if I
that's
could
a
pick one. I would say Timon, 100%. Timon from Lion King.
Back to the Lion King.
Honestly, Sir Duncan Maxie kind of like nailed what I was thinking. Wally or Aladdin, but if we're thinking like in terms of the game's health, I think Frozen would do such wonders for the game.
Mm.
Yeah, I think if they
Frozen's
released
just printing money.
yeah, it would like right now is a great time, but like nearly a great time where they could have done Frozen. But Lilo and Stitch, hopefully, but it's just that caters to such a 2,000 audience, you know, not a 2020 or 2015's kind of audience. That's what I'm worried about, you know. Like Little Mermaid, they could have done that, and it would have been just so unique. Everybody would have been trying to see like what they did with the tail, you know.
Oh,
Um,
right.
Right, like how they managed that, but I guess not. Or no, something from the
Here we go.
2000s. That's just,
Luis is talking about the Evil Queen. Neb likes the Evil Queen. Pinocchio for Aladdin. I'm not surprised Hummel's got Pinocchio, but Wally's a great idea. Jack Skellington would be fun. Strongheart's great. We need villains. We need villains.
Christoph Fenderman, whatever. Don't even let.
Frozen for Christmas. Ooh, Christoph Defender Main. Oh, Sven. Oh,
is that
wow,
the
that would be great.
Reindeer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reindeer would be cool.
It'd be great.
No,
I thought Tron. I thought
he's
Tron would
also
be
an
fun.
Absolute goat.
Hummel's a comedian for sure. Oh my god.
Give Sammy pets for me, Chloe. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Darth Vader. Yeah, well, that's the thing. We went through this with the last Disney because technically Star Wars and Marvel are Disney now too. But yeah, it's weird. Could you put Darth Vader in a game like Speedstorm? Would that work?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I felt like asking people that too. Like Star Wars and Marvel, how you guys feel about that? Because I feel like if they're really particular about the characters, maybe like which ones they choose. Like if they make a really animated version of Hulk, it could work, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the game. I mean, they obviously have plenty of options. Otherwise, you know.
Okay, licensing's the issue. So we're definitely never getting Spider-Man, right? Because that's always the thing. We'll never get Spider-Man then. But Thanos. Mo just goes right to Thanos. He's like, just give me the big purple monster.
I just have respect for you guys. Oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah, I believe I actually heard Dunk talking about the whole licensing issue, and I also seen AJ, one of the Game Loft community managers from the Discord. He also mentioned something about that. Basically, all the IPs are going to be original Disney IPs, so the chances of us ever seeing like Star Wars or anything like that came in after are probably never going to happen. More than likely. It's unfortunate. It would have been nice to see Darth Vader in there.
There's still so much to pick from. Like I said, Tron was the first one that came to my mind. But then we were talking about Cruella de Vil driving through, throwing the puppies at everybody. That would be really neat. Big Hero crazy. 6. Cars. There you go.
Cars would be cool. Cars would be cool.
But how would they do it? Like, would it just be the car?
I mean, I would assume so, right?
Just be the car.
Right.
Oh, the rats from Cinderella, says Neb. So Neb's on brand.
Cinderella would be crazy. I think they should do Cinderella. I think everybody knows Cinderella, you know?
Mm-hmm. You could have the pumpkin thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. It was great because, like I said, in the last Disney game we played, the Nightmare Before Christmas, particularly Sally and Oogie Boogie, were really, really cracked. They were super good. So that made it fun. Winnie the Pooh, and his special is throwing a beehive of angry bees. Holy moly.
That would be cool.
Wreck-It Ralph. So Wreck-It Ralph, you would get Glitch, right? You would get Glitch.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be awesome. If Wreck-It Ralph and Glitch were in the game, they'd be like a little speedster and a big brawler, you know? It could work.
What?
Yeah, Glitch would be a little speedster, you know?
Right, because she said, there you go. Glitches. The Incredibles would be fun. Dash, right? Dash. Dunk wants Calhoun because he just wants a giant rotating machine gun.
Incredible, yes.
So what we need is the Hype Knight in a cart with the giant howitzer machine gun. And he's set. Right, already got the kit. Already got the kit all set up because she's got it.
Sure. Yeah, it would be cool if Winnie the Pooh had like if his bees, like I don't know, if his bees slow down kind of like Diablo. Like have you run into that Sai, where like you're walking through and then like all the bees slow you down?
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
Put Nemo
I can see him
in
throwing
the cart.
honey or
Minions would be
like,
crazy. I would love Minions.
You could have Nemo, right? The fish is in the cart, right? How are they going to do that? Like Scylent said, with the tail. Like, how's that going to work?
I mean, I could see them putting the car like covered with like a fishbowl or something. You know what I mean? Like a little tank or something. Could be cool though. There's a lot of ideas that they have. Let's just see if they really, innovate with it. They have a lot of innovation to still do. Right now, it's basically just normal characters.
Diablo, because this is the fun thing too. And the thing that really impressed me is now you guys, like, will you know, you say the Speedstorm community, the Speedstorm streamers, but you guys are playing other games now. I know a lot of you are big fans of Fortnite. Diablo has taken the community by fire, and you guys just continue to all play with each other, which I think is amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it was them that got me onto it. You know, I was watching everybody, and I'm just like, how are they managing? I'm like, maybe I could manage too. You know, and so one day while chatting, they were like, you know, you should just download it. And I'm like, I'll do it. And then so, yeah, the plan was just to knock it out real quick so that I can, you know, beat it. And then maybe just do like 1 hour collabs with them every weekend or something, you know, just to have it there, you know, just a good time, you know. The dungeons and all that.
It's been awesome. Addicting for me, like really addicting.
Really
Shout
addicting.
Out to the Diablo,
it's been
grinders
absolutely
out there.
Oh, the bow guy.
Bow
That's
guy.
right, the
Yes,
bow
the
guy.
bow guy.
Bow guy Jerry.
But yeah, and that's the great thing, because like I said, you guys all met around this game. But now you just play all kinds of games with each other, and that's a true community. What do you guys have plans? One, for your streaming future, and what do you see for the future of this community now that you guys are really starting to grow?
I mean, hopefully, like, I guess the trajectory that I'd want, like, at least the community to take is when free to play happens, it like everybody doesn't forget each other, you know, it just grows. The community grows. It doesn't split apart, you know, cliques and all that stuff. Like, we want it all to be one big family, basically. You know what I mean? Like one huge community that just keeps on growing together. That's what I'm hoping for. Because free to play is basically gonna be, you know, the make or break for the community. So that's when there's gonna be a huge flood of people coming in.
Yeah, you guys will be the OGs. You guys will be the old heads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
As ideal as I like imagine that to be, and like I would want that. It's just natural though that as soon as free to play or early access is over, like because of the gap that they're going to kind of click up. You know what I mean? Like they kind of have to in order to catch up. Yeah.
Everybody's got to grind.
They will be in contact with multiple of us, but yeah, it's like I wouldn't paint the biggest, like the most pretty picture. I often think in terms of like, okay, this is the storm, and this is the calm before the storm. You know, I feel like this is a great calm before the storm. This whole interview, it's been great, but yeah, the storm might be coming soon. I think the FTP is going to be a little bit. We're going to experience a little tough weather, but
there's going to be turbulence for sure. It's going to be chaotic.
But we'll be all right. Yeah, I do think like I stress to people not to give up with the ranked. You know, just because ranked has been a little tough, because as much as we want to imagine that the game will die, or like because of like they might have done us dirty or something, it won't happen in the time frame that will satisfy you. A, if it were to, but B, if it doesn't, when free to play comes out and if it ends up being big, that's gonna hurt your heart. And so, just don't give up if it's out of you feel like you can't do it. If there's other reasons, that's your business, of course, right? But you can do it. Is my point. Like I don't know, it's up to you.
Yeah, well, you know what happened? It was like I said, me, Duncan Strong, and Luis, and there's other ones in the chat here. We all started playing a Disney game. Eventually, we stopped playing that Disney game. The Disney game died. But what happened was it was the friendships that we had built that got us through and kept us friends today. If Disney Speedstorm didn't exist tomorrow, it's not like you'd stop talking to Crusher or Maxi or Hummel. You know what I mean? Like, they'd still be your friends. I know, itty bitty. Luis still plays. Luis still plays too. I'm so glad to hear it. I think D-Crew still plays. I'm really, really glad to hear it.
It's just a rough patch. It happens everywhere. It happens all sorts of games.
Yeah, one thing. It's been such a positive community. It's such a positive community, and that's one of the things that really, really attracted me to it.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I respect about this community too, I'm sure you've already noticed it, Johnny, but everybody kind of has their own stream times that they avoid to, overlap on other people's kind of stream times, and then you raid each other, and it just keeps growing from there.
Yes, and that works great because, like I said, the numbers grow and grow. The numbers grow and grow. Give a shout out, Scylent and Zuzu. We got 50 people here. We have 50 people here, and they're here to see you. They're from the community. They look up to you. So enjoy it. Enjoy your moment. Give some shout outs. I want to see some shout outs. Zuzu, Scylent. Shout all your friends out in there, chat. Crusher's here. Neb's here. Mary's here. Lofi's here. Maxie's here. Hummel's here. Cedric's here. Let's get some hype for these two boys.
I definitely want to say shout out to Cheek. I'm not sure I got to see him in here. But yeah, shout out to Chiku. Cool dude. I know he's going through a bit of a hard time a little bit, so it's possible. Show him some love. Hit him with a follow, so he could drop his link.
Luis with the 300 bits. Thank you so much, Luis. Making those waves.
Much love to everybody. Thank you for being here. This has been awesome. I did not expect like 50 turnout, and y'all are still staying. Like what? That's crazy. But get involved. Speak in the chat. I want to reciprocate. I want to be able to respond.
Mary's got a splash.
Yeah, hit that splash.
I see way too many familiar names to shout out, but shout out to all. You guys know who you are. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you guys for showing up.
Keltran with 100 bits. Are we gonna get a hype wave? Let's see a hype wave for these guys. I've been showing you guys a hype wave. You got the hype. Scylent got a couple of hype waves, haven't you?
Yeah. Actually, I think I've gotten so far.
And it's Mr. Optimism.
Crazy. I've never thought I would experience that. And within my first, was it 2 months of streaming?
2 months.
I just started that up.
Let's go, Tripod. Eelnats with 100 bits.
Oh, we got Optimism now, so
let's go, people. Awesome.
Splash training. Let me see you make the waves. Let me see you making a splash.
Make the waves. ShoreShow.
On other streams, you get a hype train. Here at the Shore House, you get a hype wave, and the waves get bigger and bigger and bigger as the donations get in. Sir Dunk the Tall, the savior of the Speedstorm community. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mama Ranger Gamer gets one. You know who that is, Sir Dunk. Ravenous Rose. Buckwild gets one. Dragon's Bane. Let's see those waves in chat. Tripod, Keltran, thank you so much. Your wife's fave. What's up? What's up?
Hit that follow button. Thank you, Duff.
Duff82 with the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Lo-Fi with 100 bits.
Hype train. 4 minutes to go through. Hey, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Come on, drop the bits. Drop the 420 bits. Come on.
There you go. Call it out, Zuzu. Call it out.
Right.
We got 88% on a level 2 hype wave. Let's see if we can make it to level 3.
Right. Crusher did.
Did I hear 420?
Did I hear 420?
Did I emoji guy?
Crusher, that's another bomb grip for you.
Where's that guy Nutty? Shout out Nutty too.
We can shoot the hype waves all
shout
over
out to
the
Nutty
wall.
for sure.
Maxie with 1,000 bits.
Love the this guy.
Bandit, gifted a sub. Mr. Optimism, thank you so much, Bandit.
Big O, y'all are I'm running out of speed. That's how I'm going. Y'all are on level 3. I don't understand.
Keep it up, guys. 61% on a level 3 hype wave. It's getting there. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I know y'all saw Smarty's hype train in Sir Dunks. Y'all gonna let Smarty beat you? Come on, hit that.
Smarty went up. Smarty went up. Let's put on some hype music. Get everybody pumped.
Where is he though?
We'll put on the hype music. Rick gifting the Eelnats.
There we go. Y'all are crazy. So love to Johnny. This has been such a pleasurable experience. Like, I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life. You guys don't understand, And if Johnny's ever willing to have us on the show again. It's just, you don't even gotta call him. You don't even gotta call him. I'll be there. Oh, man.
Are you kidding me? This has been great. This has been fantastic. We're on to level 4. 30% on a level 4 hype wave, guys.
Weren't we just on 3? What? Much love, people. There we go. No, I gotta say,
let's go. Itty bitty witty.
I'm shocked.
One thing I've learned from watching Johnny is he can make the hype just keep going. He can make it keep going.
Clearly.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And there you go. We got level.
And there
5.
you go. Strongheart
Oh
gifted 5 subs. Lisa Internet God. Sam Walks got one. Most Skills Wolfman and Duff82. Thank you the strongest of hearts.
No, Johnny, I gotta ask.
It's mom of 3. Gifting a sub to CB Mayhem. You guys remember CB Mayhem got me my 300th follow. I will never forget that. Look at those waves, everybody. I want to see the hype waves in chat. The waves go up and down and up and down. We need to get Dunk a pro commentator job ASAP. Did you see the YouTube that Dunk did?
Guys, just hit the follow.
It
You're
was
making a pro
fantastic.
commentator right now.
Hey, Silver Flame
His
gets
most
a
recent
sub.
reaction video was insane. It was insane. Like
It was
this
great,
man is
guys.
gonna
Go watch
places
the
for sure.
YouTube. Dunk is amazing.
Now,
Eel
I gotta
Match
ask
gifting a sub.
Johnny, I gotta ask you. So who's next? Who are you planning on next to be on the Shore Show? You know, it
Yeah,
seems
well,
like
the
the
Shore
community's
Show is
excited.
your show, guys. You
The-
know
the
how you get
community's
on. You
excited,
just gotta
you know?
ask Janu. I'm ready. Anybody wants to come on.
Right.
I know
We
every
got-
week I ask
Raise
Strongheart.
my
I
hand.
ask you again. Strongheart, you want to be on the Shore Show? Who wants to see Strongheart on the Shore Show? Everybody in
Absolutely.
chat, give me
Too much.
some emotes.
Yes, Strongheart from Strongheart immediate. That Adam, I can agree with that too. Strongheart also immediate. She's done too much for the community, much too much. Oh my gosh. Moat also. Mama 3, she should definitely be soon up there. WG Crusher, Sir Dunk. Oh my goodness.
Jedi
Dave
got
Dunk is up there.
What's up, bud?
It's gonna be 100 viewers. That's it. Like it's no question. Guys, come on. Let's not let that hype train die out. Let's not forget
We're up to
about it.
53 viewers.
Up the
We're at
emote.
63% on level 5 hype wave. This
Right,
is the
come
way
on,
you
30
Shore Show, everybody.
37%. Guys, drop the emotes for Strongheart. Drop the emotes for the hype train. Let's go. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
See the light? I got the waves splashing all over the walls.
Yes, she's showing love in every stream. If anything, I asked the question of when does Strongheart sleep? You know, y'all asking me. If anything, Strongheart is multiple people. That's where it's at.
Strongheart's got
crazy.
a lot on her plate, let me tell you.
Honestly, though.
Absolutely. Mom of 3. Our friend Mott. Always supportive in all the streams. I think.
And CB Mayhem. Huge shout out to CB Mayhem, though. She's
Oh,
everywhere.
are you
like,
kidding me? If
yeah,
it wasn't for
she's
CB, that's
everywhere.
how I got my 300 follower. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
But yeah, John, hit us up with some more questions. Of course.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
absolutely. As I said, we talked about the dunk. We talked about. Hey, we got 2 young, talented guys here. Are either one of you attached? I think that's what the crowd wants to know.
What was that? You said attached?
Attached.
What is
like,
that?
as in,
Is there a special someone in Silent's life? That's what I want to know.
Oh, gotcha. No, currently no. Nope. No.
Yeah, neither for me. I've had a lot of experiences with women, like early, and so I'm just, I'm chilling with that for a while.
You're married to the stream. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
Sure,
currently yes. 100%.
Go with that.
And this is why she's the best. The strongest of hearts with 5 more gifted subs.
Oh my
Lost gets
goodness,
one.
what am I-
Zuros gets one. Doom got one. And Mary
What?
comes through
Hi.
with another gifted sub for one. Are we on? Are we on to another one? Doom, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Level 5 complete, guys. We're getting up towards record territory. Let's go. Doom with the 10. 5 and 5. Thank you
That is
so much.
massive. That is
Stoneheads
massive.
gets one. Dark
Later.
Slayer. Cyril gets one. Cunt Diego gets one. Cake Gaming. Ozzy Tom. Bell gets one. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. And then we got another one. Look at those waves kicking, guys.
Guys,
The best.
seriously though, I do want to take a moment while we got this hype going. Guys, leave a follow to Most Kills. Leave a follow to Ties. Leave a follow to Maxi, of course. Leave a follow to anybody else we got in here. Try to think of more names. Of course, Chiku. I really want people to show Chiku some love. I've heard that his days been just a little bit rough. So much love, everybody. This is crazy. Let's keep the hype going. Level 7.
All the love. Level 7 at 68%,
love.
guys. We got 4 minutes left. We got to show these guys how to bring the hype. They're new streamers now. A lot of them just became affiliates. We got to show them how to bring the hype.
Shout out, I'm a cosmonaut, Bio Trembling. That's him. Crazy guy, man. That dude's the
Cosmonaut.
the goat.
Cosmonaut's a stud. Cosmonaut was here.
The stud, right? Exactly, my guy.
And Jedi Gothic has the best emotes. Look at that. It's like glitching Bob Ross. What's going on there? That's fantastic.
Right. Now Quinty's gonna kill me if I don't shout out Quinty's. Now that I shout out Ty. So they follow Quinty's 200. Absolutely. She is sitting at number 2. Belle, which is absolutely bonkers. I'm hoping for number 1. You got it.
Beastman Productions with the 69 Frosties. That's what I love to hear. Shout outs on top of shout outs on top of shout outs.
Guys, we're at 69%. We all see that? We are at 69. We are so close.
69.
Level 8, guys. Yeah, hit us with a question, Johnny. Hit us up. What we got? Number 1, Belle. Hold on. Look at that.
Number 1. See, ties don't miss it. Eelnat's making a splash. Here we go. We're playing the song.
That's it. You're right. No, I do.
It has to do.
It's corn. Look at this thing.
And another 200. Yo, crazy. They're gonna make my voice crack.
Luis with the biddies in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. Ariel's in the chat for Luis. And we're on. Level 7.
Destroyed, right. Somebody threw a ball on it. Right. Somebody threw a little,
Hey guys, Zuzu Scylent, this is just beginning. You're going to have to get used to this because this is what you guys got in the future of. You got an amazing community of fantastic people who will play any games with you because it's not about a game. It's about the friends you make along the way. And you guys have really personified that. You've keeping it positive, keeping all the toxicity out, and really, really, really created an amazing community. Look at it here, guys. Level 8 hype wave, right? We got 52 people in chat. We're killing it.
And we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue.
What do you think of the ShoreShow, Zai and Sulu? Are you having a fun time?
Dude,
Honestly, I think it's just like a nice, relaxing time. It's just a good time. It really is. Like I was hyped to literally when you had asked me. I was just, I don't know. I was just anxious to like see what people would ask, what kind of curiosity people have, because usually when I'm streaming, it's always questions about the game, stuff like that. No one really asks me like too many personal questions. So when
what a wonderful idea.
You guys ask me more of the past questions, I don't know. It feels good to let people know who I was.
Yeah, same thing with that. Just actually give a little bit more of my perspective. But no, like honestly, like this is awesome. Like this is the first Disney Speedstorm show we got right now. Like at this rate, John is gonna be a Twitch partner. Like it's absolutely nothing. Like this is awesome. Like I want us
absolutely. We got the dunk tournament on Saturdays. We get the ShoreShow on Thursdays. The party never ends, and it's because of you guys. You guys are fantastic. How many times have people used your llama command?
Llama command. I think that's towards silent. Yeah.
Oh, my AMA command. Honestly, I think it's only been used once or twice.
Itty bitty rocking the seagulls. What a great level 8. You guys are fantastic.
Y'all are crazy. Yeah, no. Now, level 8 was already just crazy. You guys are great. Settle down a little bit now.
Okay, Maxie's the only one that uses the AMA command. You have to have people that like in there pushing the buttons. Scylent, what's your ambition in the real world? Something tells me Scylent's his California, his baseball, his good times, he's got his puppy, he's gonna go out, he's gonna be like a stock trader somewhere.
Okay, so I actually have kind of I would say like what's a good word for it? I would say like I had a rough road when I was going to like my career path. So basically I had graduated from high school at 16 years old, right? Got into college late 16 years old, graduated from college mid 18, and then jumped right into the career path I was taking. But unfortunately, I'm sure some people here know this, but I was born with a left-hand handicap, so I was born with like a disability. And when I was doing this career path, I guess the disability over time caused me to get like severe tendonitis because I was doing it's manual labor basically. I was doing I was a solar technician for 2 years, and I had injured my wrist like severely. Like I have permanent tendon damage now, so because of that, I was out of commission for I would say 4 or 5 years. Like I was just basically doing as much PT as possible, and that's why I had a lot of free time. That's when I started like really heavily gaming after that. So right now, and then once I moved to Indiana, that was basically just to take care of my little brother because he was also going to college, but he was underage. So then after that, moved to Arizona, tried to get back into another career path, injured myself again, and then now we're here.
And now we're here. It was meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But Luis had a fantastic idea. We've been talking about racing all night, and this is a racing community. This is the way it started back. So how about if we do a little more racing? Who's up for a game of marbles? Let's come outside where we can get some air. We had a great ShoreShow. The Level 8 Hype Wave, guys, it's coming to an end. I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you all your donations. You've been back. Doom with the 10. That was amazing. Guys killed it. Luis with another 5. Can't let it go. But thank you, Luis. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Strong Heart. Y'all are getting me all tummy. Don't get me all tummy. Oh man, you're killing me.
30 subs. 4,369 bits. Rock the couch. Rock the couch.